My name is Larry Garnett. I'm one of the board members of LaCipo. I've been helping out with the organization for the past 2 or 3 years now. I was the first MC for the Miss Africa Nebraska pageant, and I'm here to introduce LaCipo and introduce some of the ladies from the pageant and talk a little bit about how we can foster the African culture in Omaha.
My name is Kofi Danso. I'm a president, owner of LaCipo organization. I've been leading this organization since 2007. So we've been working on African tradition and culture.
Hi, this is Khadija Mahgoub. Miss Africa Nebraska 2010-2011, and it's really nice pageant, and it's a nice way to introduce the African culture to the new generation who did not have the chance to participate in those activities and culture.
And so, Ms. Zambia, tell us something about yourself.
Basically, my name is Patience, and I am from Zambia. I won second runner-up at the last pageant last year in 2012. I am studying psychology and a minor in sociology at the University of Nebraska, and I plan on going to law school after I graduate.
Great, lofty goals.
Yes.
And our reigning Miss Africa Nebraska.
Hi, my name is Philomena Sekiwa, Miss Africa Nebraska 2012. It's a great opportunity to be Miss Africa Nebraska. I've been here for, it will be 3 years in March, and I'm studying nursing. Right now I'm doing my prerequisites in Metro, and then after that I'll transfer to College of St. Mary's. Basically, it's been a challenge, figuring what to do and how to help out in the society, trying to get in and have people accept you, because really they don't really open up the way you think they're going to open up just because you say you're Miss Africa Nebraska. They want to know more who's behind the Miss Africa Nebraska. So pretty much I've been doing voluntary work at Children's Hospital, and I hope to join, the one that I was doing is a respite center for children's. I hope to join Children's Hospital as well. And at my local church, I joined the prison ministry. So I'll be visiting prisons and preaching the word of God there.
Oh, great. Okay, we have some questions for our ladies on the panel. First, Ms. Sudan, how long have you been in America?
I've been here since April 2009, and I really like Omaha. Because it was not really huge transition from where I used to live. Because here they're still they're open, they're nice. You get to meet neighbors, and I like it so far in here.
So, what does Miss Africa Nebraska mean to you?
Miss Africa Nebraska means to me my roots, showing people where I came from, what I have, who I am, my culture, the way I grew up, a lot of things. Express the roots and express African culture.
Great.
And they do a lot of things. They give scholarship, they encourage you to be who you are, to be proud you're from Africa.
Yes. And how did you come up with your talent for the competition?
Actually, I've been practicing my talent for a while because it was my cultural dance, which all my family did long time ago, and they did it for the bride and the day of her wedding. So I used to practice that whenever one of my cousins wanted to get married. And when I got here, I realized that a lot of people don't know a lot about Sudan, about the culture, because it was kind of really big country. We have two different cultures. I'm from the north part, which is kind of African and mixed with Arabian culture, and the south part, which is pure African culture. So I try to deliver the culture of the people from North Sudan.
your hope for being Miss Nebraska?
Well, when I was Miss Africa Nebraska, I did some activity. We did a lot of fundraising, which helped a lot of people from Africa. So we did a lot of fundraising. And it was awesome idea to participate. Whenever I'm invited for a fundraising, I went there and I participate for the fundraising.
So if one wanted to learn your cultural dance, do you give lessons?
I will definitely be happy to.
You think I can learn it?
Definitely. Why not?
Okay, Miss Zambia.
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been in America?
I've been in the United States for about 7 years now, so yeah.
How's your experience been so far?
Pretty good. I've adjusted easily to the culture here, and you know, I'm glad I came here mostly because for my education, that's the main reason that we moved here. So I'm really glad that I'm here and I can get to go to school here and make something of myself.
And say, what does Miss Africa America mean to you? Well, Miss Africa Nebraska.
Basically, Miss Africa Nebraska, what it means to me mostly is showing young women that it's okay to put yourself out there. You know, it's okay to show who you are. It's okay to let other people know where you're from, because a lot of people don't know much about Africa, so it's good to show them that part of who we are, you know?
This is true. Yeah.
Yes.
And how did you come up with the talent for the competition?
Well, I don't have many talents. Like, I can't dance like everybody else. Like, everyone was dancing, but I am a very talented writer. So for my talent, I wrote a poem about what true beauty really means to me and what it is. So that was basically my talent, just spreading the word of how everyone should accept themselves for who they are, and beauty is not just what's on the outside, but what's also on the inside.
We currently live in a society that is utterly obsessed with the concept of beauty. Everywhere we look, we're bombarded by images of scantily clad women advertising everything from cars to cosmetics. Our society has set an unrealistic standard of what beauty should be. We as humans are pressured to adhere to these standards. So one might wonder, what is beauty? And for me, true beauty is the ability to accept the things that you cannot change. It is the ability to lift yourself up from that vulnerable place and keep moving forward.
Well, your talent is your dazzling smile.
That too.
Okay, and the reigning Miss Africa Nebraska. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, thank you, and it's my birthday.
Oh, great. Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank you.
So everyone listening, it is Miss Africa Nebraska's birthday, so send gifts to the studio in my name, and maybe they'll get there.
My account number, I can give you my account number.
So you said, I think you talked about how long you've been in America, right?
Yeah, I've been here for almost 3 years in March. I'll be having my 3rd year.
3 years, okay.
Yeah.
So how's the 3 years been for you?
Well, when I came here, I really didn't like America because I'm more of a social person, and I don't see that social aspect much here. I'm more of a noise person, just like in Africa, you know, you get out of the streets, everybody's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I was used to, so it took time for me to adjust. I'm still adjusting, but there's some things that really attracted me to America. Like, for me, it was more like, well, God wants to show me something, a new way of doing things, give me a light of how things can be done, so that I can go back to Africa and live the same way they're living here and give that aspect of life there. You know, like some of the infrastructures, some of the modern technology, something you can take home, something you can make use of back home.
And you're from Zimbabwe, right?
I'm from Zimbabwe.
So tell us a little bit about Zimbabwe.
I love Zim because one thing I know about Zim is that we got morals. That's one thing I know.
Morals are important.
We've got morals. We know who we are. No matter what, we might have issues going on right now, but we still keep our morals in Zimbabwe. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Zimbabwe.
Okay. So how'd you come up with your talent for the competition?
That was hard because we really don't have that much of a cultural background still existing. Most of the things that are happening in my country are modern. We've got modern dances and all that. And so pretty much even if I wanted to do the type of dances we have, they wouldn't look much different from the ones which are here.
Okay.
Except for the church dance, which is one apostolic church in my country. So that's why I had the white robe and the white bandana, because I knew it was something unique. It was something unique, and the way they do their dance, that's something unique, and it's also fun.
Great. So starting with you, Ms. Sudan, what advice would you give to other young ladies who may be interested in competing for Miss Africa Nebraska?
Well, I will just encourage them to come out there and introduce themselves and participate and show us their talents. And definitely, even if it's different, people will definitely love it. So just, I encourage you, everybody, all girls from all different African countries to participate. And it's really fun, and it's just an inspiration. And I love it. And I'm so glad that I participate. So everybody, if I can do it, everybody can do it, like what they say.
Yeah? And Ms. Zambia?
Yes.
So what advice would you give to any young lady who's thinking about competing for Miss Africa Nebraska?
What I would say is basically just go out there and be yourself, you know. Just show the world who you are. Don't be afraid. And being part of Miss Africa Nebraska is amazing because you get to meet all these awesome people. And basically you can just be out there and be who you are. It's all you can do.
And finally, the queen. Miss Africa Nebraska, what advice would you give young ladies who are thinking about competing?
I would say we are the head, not the tail. And that's one thing I learned when they announced my name. Because when I went there to compete, I wasn't thinking that I was going to win. I put myself last. I was putting myself down. I wasn't into it. But I was shown that I'm the head, I'm not the tail. We are queens. And the other thing, people want to learn more about us. So we shouldn't hide behind the American tradition, because they want to know us as Africans. Wherever I go, they ask me. They love my accent, no matter how bad it can be. They love it, and I love it too. They're always asking stuff. So we should get out there and show them who we are. And I know mostly in Africa, women are looked down upon. But this taught me that we can be above no matter what. So I believe that we can all do it as long as we encourage each other. That's the other thing, because Africans, we're good at putting each other down sometimes. So we need to come together as one. The more the group is, the more powerful we are. As long as we come together as one, encourage one another, we are good to go.
So would you like to say that competing, by participating in the competition, instill more confidence in you guys?
Confidence, self-esteem.
Yes.
Self-esteem, yeah.
Okay, you heard it here first. You heard it from Miss Africa Nebraska, you heard it from Miss Zambia, you heard it from Miss Sudan. Competing in Miss Africa Nebraska competition will definitely give you a bit greater sense of confidence and a greater sense of awareness. Now, Kofi, you're talking about the placebo. What is Blasipo and to you? I mean, explain to everyone who's never heard of Blasipo, what is Blasipo?
Okay, thank you, Larry. Blasipo mean from the beginning, it's like a blessing, you know, and that was possible. And then we just change it back where it's a Blasipo. What does it mean exactly? It's like a most we here in America, most we have a kid, we have a growing up. And most of the kids, they don't know anything about Africa. You know, they just go to school. Sometimes they have a school activity. You know, they ask them, oh, where you from? Where your dad from? How can we educate those kids? Like that they can grow without forgetting about everything. You know what I mean? They just gonna go like an American way. So it's a very good idea. We just say, okay, we just wanna create something just to pull the whole African community together in a special event every year. Now we're gonna try to educate them, teach them how we do in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, people tend to, I guess, paint Africa with a broad stroke and not realizing there's so many different countries and so many different cultures and different traditions that are represented on the continent. And I think with Blasipo, you're doing a lot to bring that to the forefront, right?
Exactly. We try to hook the Miss Africa Nebraska every year. And Miss Africa Nebraska 2012, Philomena from Zambia.
Really quickly, what's the mission of Blasipo?
The mission is to educate those kids first, and then try to build a school in Africa. You know, it's very good. We can produce that and raise money, you know, like that we can accomplish that mission.
Okay.
That's the major mission.
Now, if a young lady would like to participate in Miss Africa Nebraska, how would they do that?
We have a website, www.missafricanebraska.com, and they just go there and register from 18 and up.
Okay.
And they allow to register. And you have to have like at least one parent from Africa. Either one, your mom from Africa or your dad from Africa,
Okay.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
So that's www.missafricanebraska.com.
Yes.
So you heard it, young ladies. Anyone who wants to participate in Miss Africa Nebraska competition, as long as you have at least one parent from Africa, go to the website, www.missafricanebraska.com, and register there. You have a great time, as these young ladies will attest to. You develop a sense of confidence. And for the people who attend, you'll learn a lot about Africa and the different African cultures.
Thank you.
Thank you.